Heaven or hell, let's rock.
Okay, those are officially the first words of the stream. Yes, we are back to playing Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. Go ahead and get your awkward introduction for me going, because you do it every time.
Hello, YouTube and or chat. Welcome to Killed with Style.
It would be different if I didn't, if I associated it with something else. But Killed with Style has been my name, like, on the internet for a very long time.
This is Killed with Style. I'm Yuri, and there's Sandry over there.
Oh, and I'm just not here?
You are Killed with Style.
You're clearly visible, so.
Okay.
Yeah, unlike the rest of us who are discorporated.
I mean, I don't have it set up, so it will take a while for me to set it up, but if you want PNG tubers, we can do it. Or if you have webcams, we can do it, but something tells me you don't, or you're not willing to.
This is it.
Yeah, okay. This is probably
the trial of the great witch Bazella, and the last of these witch trials. After this, it's all over.
It's ogre, man. It's ogre.
Meanwhile, my client is checked out completely. It's like she's hypnotized. Spella, what the heck is going on? They even put up a special courtroom outside in the town square to house the massive audience. This is the big one. Looks like we've got no choice but to hang in there until the professor gets here with the final clue. Alright, let's do this, Maya.
I just imagined, like, a remix of that Hang In There poster, except for it's Phoenix, like, holding onto the branch. Meanwhile, all of his clients in Maya sitting there dragging him down to hell.
Dangling from a spider's silk thread, I assume.
Oh,
cross-examination.
Did we read this?
I believe so.
It's not going to hurt to read it again, because we need to get...
No, I don't think we did.
It's not going to hurt to read it again, because we just got back from a break.
Just go to the next one for a second. Let me just see if the rest of this looks familiar.
Everyone remember who they're playing?
I repeat, Sandry, we're just going to read it because we came back from a break anyways.
Fair enough.
The storyteller finished speaking to the crowds at the square in the evening. That's when the great witch appeared.
Wait, I think this guy was calling. Oh,
it
no.
Was, and so was the next guy.
Oh, hold on a second. I normally wouldn't bug a person to be here, but this is just so many people.
Oh my god, there's so many of them.
I'm gonna bug him to be here.
Bother.
And no, we did not read this before. I'm trying to remember who all I had. I had...
Yeah.
What's her name?
So these next two are Colin. I have extreme voices. I would not like to voice too many people with my extreme voices, because I have that Scottish fella. Oh no, he's here. He's here. All right.
Excellent.
Good. We do not have to.
Oh, thank God.
We can spread out the voices.
You don't have to reassign your voices. Welcome.
Well, I got your message, and I was like, oh yeah, that's happening tonight.
Yeah, no, it's just so many voices, and like this is a godsend. You really don't know how much of a godsend this is.
Okay.
This guy was you.
We would have your evening, but this.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine.
You can't see, but I'm gesturing at the screen.
I'll do it for you.
I kind of
I guess this.
Understood the implication.
There we go.
So I'm.
This is you.
I forget what kind of voice I gave him.
I change voices all the time. Don't worry about it too much.
I think he was like generic man.
Yeah. I still cannot forget the sound of the terrible incantation It was undoubtedly that girl's voice.
And this other guy was also you.
We ran towards the tower as soon as we saw her, keeping our eyes on her to make sure she didn't escape.
Okay. I think this guy was me.
That was you.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, that was you, John.
And I was giving him generic voice because there's nothing special about him. We split into two groups at the entrance. One group to guard it, the other to chase down the witch. I was in the first group.
I was one of the pursuers. I ran into the tower and caught the witch.
I think, Jordan, you also picked up this guy.
Oh, yes.
No one but us at the crime scene.
We captured the girl. There was nowhere for anyone to hide there.
There was no other witch, I'm sure of it. He was good for
It's Ricky, the fateful villager, the fateful incident. We saw them all with our own fateful eyes.
No, you didn't.
I think Discord ate your voice there for what's his face, John.
If it's any coincidence, since I'm the streamer, it doesn't matter because the stream will pick it up.
I heard you.
Alright, let's just go ahead and have it loop once.
Looks like they're all. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay. Alright, let's take a look at our stuff here. We have the case outline. Do we ever actually present the case outline in this game? Because I think this is like even more pointless than the attorney's badge in most Ace Attorney games.
I think there's at least one you get to present it.
Yeah, flower covered robe. Let's see here. Found at the crime scene in the bell tower. Flower stuck. Mechanism from the middle floor in the bell tower. It has a hole in it. Touch the details to see more. Yeah, it has a hole in it. We ripped it out of the damn column.
So here's a question: Can we put since we now have the necklace? Can we stick the necklace in there?
Nope. It did not let me do it. We have to present the necklace in there, which means we have to get the people to speak right words. Bell tower plan. Sketch of the entire bell tower obtained from the vigilantes. Details to see more. And this one is like, you gotta see. Oh, I think I know what evidence and what statement. There was no place for anybody else to be.
Mm.
Yep, there was the belfry.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how you get up to the belfry, but yeah.
Well, that's what the contraption's for.
Vigilantes report. Constantly guarded, and there are no trespassers. Feedy sketch. There's the Feedy sketch. I get one, Sandry. Pinned it. Found the crime scene. The strap's been torn and has some black stains on it. Okay.
With a distinct lack of toe beans from the kitty cat.
Distinct lack of toe beans, yes. And also, they changed from spiked heels to normal shoes somehow, some way. Whoever was the second person up those stairs coincidentally perfectly replicated the other person's footsteps?
I sure it wasn't going up those stairs. I wouldn't be slacking off.
Alright.
Shortly before sunset, there were lots of people in the town square, weren't there? All the people were in the square. You read the contents of the story, didn't you?
No.
The town's grand finale was kind of a big deal, huh? It happened only several hours ago, a sight we'll never forget. The storyteller noticed the Great Witch first. She appeared at the bell tower, and she conjured a flame above her finger, looking very metal.
And then the storyteller looked very metal too.
The storyteller fixed his gaze on that flame.
God, Sandry, do you want this guy to be the bad guy or the good guy?
Oh, definitely the bad guy.
But do you want him to be the bad guy or the good guy with that design?
Wait, do you mean vigilant or do you mean the storyteller?
The storyteller.
Oh, definitely the bad guy. He's definitely bad guy material.
Yeah, that wasn't quite the question. I was like, do you want him to be the good guy or the bad guy?
Why would I want him to be the good guy? He's so clearly evil.
Oh, okay.
But it was already too late. The Great Witch uttered the incantation.
Grandworm.
Hold it!
And by that girl, you mean...
God.
Oh, is that me?
Yes, you.
Yeah.
What a question. I mean, Espella Cantabella. Who else? She took her father's life with that fearsome word.
Oh, this was me. Yeah, no doubt about it. That voice belonged to Espella Cantabella.
Oh!
That fiendish voice made even me shudder a little. Oh yes, she shouted the dreadful incantation. Ignite it! Beg pardon, sir.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Please, is somebody thinking here? Because if somebody's thinking... Nope, nobody's thinking here.
I don't think there's any thoughts in this group, to be perfectly honest. Wrong trial, Grandpa. That wasn't even the same witch.
It looks like they all remember her voice.
Well,
to be fair, one of them remembers Kira.
Well, to be honest, I also think it was Espella's voice.
Maybe it's not better to dig too deep into this topic. So, Colin.
Hold it!
Wait. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no,
Right.
Were the vigilantes the first to arrive at the crime scene?
Of course. I was worried the Great Witch may escape us. So I was never took my eyes off her until I reached that bell tower.
You didn't lose sight of her, even once?
No. Even when I tripped on a pebble and fell down, I kept my eyes fixed on her.
That actually is
Okay.
impressive.
Does
If
nobody
that's-
have anything to say? Why is no one responding to anything?
But that... What do you mean, why is nobody responding to anything?
Like, shouldn't someone be like, I saw you eat dirt?
Maybe he's just that good at keeping his eye on people while tripping.
Well, actually, it would explain why he tripped.
Why did he trip?
You fell down?
Alright. Am I the judge, or did we give that back to Colin?
Yes, you are the judge.
Yeah, you're the judge.
Okay, I'm still the judge? Okay. It's dangerous to run without paying attention to where you're stepping.
I saw my fellow vigilantes capture the Great Witch. That's when I tripped and fell.
It was impossible for someone to have traded places with the person who summoned that fire dragon. Therefore, the Great Witch Bizella can be none other than Espella Cantabella.
Dots.
Egad.
Hold it!
That's me.
Can you tell me which vigilantes were guarding the entrance?
It was me and Lotta Lance.
Oh.
Which one's Lotta Lance?
The guy right next to him.
The rest went after the witch, right, Lotta Lance?
Oh, never mind.
Okay, so yeah, he said that's okay. What about me? I was there with you. Got in the entrance with you. That's Colin.
But wait, no.
Wait,
No.
no, that's me. That's
No,
me.
it's not.
Yeah,
No,
that's you.
like him and Lotta Lance look exactly the same, but it's me because we're next to Shaky. Ah, yes,
Maybe
now that I
look
think
at
about
the
it, it was quite a scene.
Quite a scene.
If you want to know more, why don't you ask the kid? Oh, wait, no.
Him. I'm fairly certain that I too was there, guarding the entrance. Whatever I may have been, the winds that blow over the plains have blown just the same.
How the hell did
Uh,
Mr. Wordsmith become a vigilante?
These guys aren't the best when it comes to teamwork.
or thinking. Or actually anything.
Dots. You did it? You caught the witch? She was as if in a daze. I too was in a daze. Then I seemed to have fallen unconscious. When I came to, it seemed that I'd captured her. That means you climbed the tower before anyone else. Yes.
Are you doubting the witness?
That's correct.
Sandry, I don't know if you've noticed, but everybody says he is the most able-bodied person here. Everybody has said
Are you
that.
suggesting that everyone is not the most able-bodied and vigilant here?
Let me tell you, that guy's the
Our
fastest.
auxiliary gods, sir.
Let me tell you, nudging shoulder into friend, that guy's the fastest among us. Runs at breakneck speed.
My ribs.
Number 5 is very light. I'm quite jealous of his feathery build.
Including the hollow bones that break with any blunt force trauma.
Hideous.
Did I mention he could also fly out the tower?
I just don't know what to say. There was no one but us at the crime scene.
Oh, wait.
He's such a fun character.
He's Servius, right?
Are you
Yeah.
sure there was no one else? Very sure. There were only 2 people on the top floor. Huh? Wait a second. You said 2? Yes, 2. It was me and my sweet Foxy.
There surely were a lot of us up there.
I am in love. All my attention is directed at Foxy. That's a weak excuse. There were several other vigilantes at the crime scene too, weren't there? Yeah, probably.
Probably.
But that means nothing to me. There is only Foxy.
That's a good boy.
She praised me.
Hold on a second. I just need to check something here. Just
Simp powers activate. Form of stepping stool.
let me just check something right here. Let me make this bigger and order on top. Okay, it does say T for teen. Okay, I just wanted to be sure.
Simping is not rated M for mature, John.
Apparently.
Please. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of, hot tub streaming.
Shape of steel boot.
That's my romantic interpretation of events.
Yes, well,
I wish you would testify about what you actually witnessed.
Meanwhile, because We will, because I'm sure we're all sure, like, who the actual culprit is. The culprit is, holy fuck, these people are incompetent, and I'm so happy.
I'm sorry, lad, but I do believe he was paying attention to the most important thing in that tower.
How can you be sure there was nowhere to hide?
The whole city was watching the tower at that time. If the witch tried to climb down using a ladder or something, she'd have been seen.
That's a fair point.
But we're talking about Bezella here. She could have become invisible, flown out of the bell tower, you know. It'd be child's play for Bezella, since she can use any spell she wants.
So why didn't she?
I don't know. It's not my job to think about how the witch thinks.
The great witch Bezella could have escaped with ease. And yet, Isabella was caught at the crime scene.
Well,
Hear
of course she
that?
was.
Hear that, Nick? That's further proof there's no way Ispella's Bezella, right?
But the storyteller, she said she'd be captured there, so of course
It's
she was.
hardly conclusive. I mean, if that was enough to convince everyone, we wouldn't be having this trial. There's something in Foxy's testimony that keeps nagging at me.
Yeah, like I said, she's the one who says, nowhere to hide.
Was there really?
Yeah.
Was there really no place to hide? Can any evidence in the court record confirm that?
Player.
Player.
Hey, player.
Player.
I know John's thought process. I see him lean forward. I know exactly how he's going. Dots. Oops, wrong page. Dots.
Okay, I think we confirmed that that's it. I leave it up to Sandry. Do you really want to continue with the rest of these guys?
Well, let's see. Let's present and see what
Hold
happens.
it!
Oh, present. Oh, whoops. Well, I
Oh,
already.
no, now that we've started, might as well finish.
I
A
heard
witch
Pete.
could have used magic to remain unseen.
Sorry to disappoint you, but no one used any magic at that time.
How can you be sure?
Okay.
Oh, that was it.
The cast? No.
I guess.
It's still me! To cast a spell, a witch needs to say that spell's incantation. And we heard no incantations. Nor any suspicious noises. Everybody! Oh no, that's right, we gotta figure out which person we've gotta speak to on this one. Oh,
No.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Well,
he
it's
said
not-
Ignace. He said Ignace.
That's true. Perhaps I knew something more important than you.
Excuse me, Mr. Wordsmith.
That's vigilante number 10 to you. Fuck me, I was joking.
I didn't even hear what you said. Did you actually say that?
I said that's vigilante number 10 to you.
Oh, I'll take it.
Yeah. Anyway, would you like to comment on Mr. Treadon's testimony?
Yes. Deets. More deets.
I see you have nothing to say. He's in the green field mode again, I guess.
I think this is a reference to, like, he's basically is mentally in a field or something.
Do not reach to conclusions, young one.
Wait, you can hear my blue text too?
Everyone can.
I am on a green field, sky-clad, watching the petals dancing in the wind.
Yep, I knew you'd say that.
And yet, a single shaft of light has shone through the darkness of the abyss of my memory.
Are you sure it's just a shaft of light, not anything else?
I heard something in the bell tower when we went to apprehend the witch.
Huh? What do you mean? What did you hear? Was it an incantation?
No, it wasn't an incantation. Nevertheless, it sounded like a woman's voice.
Mr. Wordsmith, this is extremely important information.
Who is Mr. Wordsmith?
Please add this to your testimony.
Yes, I should do that. It's best that I tell you about it now before I forget again. That's...
As the defender requested, you shall now testify about the sound you heard.
Good thing we picked that one.
Well, because he said Ignace, and so like that's what made me think she should just choose him.
You recall...
Regarding the entrance, the door was locked. Do we care what Mr. Scottish guy, or do we switch to Vigilante?
Let's see what the Scottish guy has to say. Let's just see what chaos ensues.
Oh, you just want me to try to do my half-ass
lock-
Scottish accent, don't you?
You lock the door to the bell tower.
Hey! It wasn't gonna let anything escape! Oh, wait. Sai turned the key in the... Okay. What's Sai, though? What is that supposed to be?
So, you did a great job, didn't you? His intentions weren't bad, but it did more harm than good. Huh?
The boy swallowed the key, and there were no spares.
What?
He ate the
He's,
key.
a genius, you might say. He successfully locked everyone in the tower.
Phoenix was there! He should totally know this! Right?
Surely not. After all, if he'd seen it.
He swallowed the key. That's right. Couldn't get down from the bell tower for some time afterwards. This incident has led us to coin a new word for getting helplessly trapped. It's to be... Oh, fuck. Mild is getting quite popular.
Oh.
How is it? It's been only like 3 hours. How has it gotten popular? How many people have had to describe something? Have described the sensation of being, inescapably trapped somewhere in the last 3 fucking hours? What the hell?
He posted it to ye old Twitter, and it's got like 10,000 likes.
You're reading strange meanings to people's names.
It's trending,
So,
Oh. Why isn't I have the characters that can actually pronounce his fucking name? Okay, Maya's gonna be temporarily normal while I get through the sentence. So you can say we got ourselves kinda Disbid Chilla Chin 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 Middle in Labyrinthia. Nick.
look at you, budding expert on labyrinthian slang.
Oh no, the stream paused for me.
Oh, is it paused for everybody?
Happened.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
It's just me then. I don't know what happened.
I mean, I'm
hearing a woman's voice. I think you did something to this.
yeah, I'm glad
Here,
we
I'm
did
gonna-
him, but
I'm gonna
like
quit Discord really quick and come
Yeah.
back.
Okay.
I am glad we actually did his one, but Jesus, I hate pronouncing his name.
I'm not Desbin in here with you. You're Desbin Chun Chun Milled in here with me. You heard a woman sobbing?
Yes, sobbing, her hips wheeling. They're the same thing, right? Eek! She sounded a bit like hinges in need of some grease.
Okay.
Boy, his falsetto packs a serious punch.
Oh shit, I didn't realize I was actually supposed to do a falsetto there. There was another noise too.
I have a question for you. Could you do falsetto in the voice you have given him?
Okay, it's fixed. I'm good now.
Welcome back.
Yep. I don't know what happened, but it just paused for me.
I know. It tends to happen. As long as it's not paused for everybody, I don't have to restart it.
Yeah.
Click, 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 click. was a pleasant sound, rather like that wooden clogs in motion. Oh well, shit, that pretty much settles it.
Huh?
And another sound. A clink clink of chains creaking.
We've come a long way from the sound of a woman crying.
No, that's not him. Somebody said this. I think it's shaky.
I remember now. A woman's scream. It
It was likely the contraptions.
On second thought, I heard it too. Scout's honor. I remember a certain wailing, creaking noise flowing through the air.
Witnesses, you didn't mention any of this before.
And when did you hear it?
When I ran into the bell tower. I think it was when I arrived at the entrance.
Indeed, only the quickest of us got it there in time to hear it. That would be me. I am the quickest.
Mr. Wordsmith is a fast runner? Gotta be honest,
I'm
Nick.
vigilante number 10.
I never saw that coming.
I think it might speak more for the slowness of the other vigilantes. Anyway, we've got a new piece of info.
I was so glad to see him show up. His voice is so much fun.
The vigilantes heard some noises resembling machinery in the tower.
I wonder what was making those eeks and clinks and clacks.
I think I know. Was there any machinery in that bell tower?
It's not in the bell tower anymore. It's in your
Yes.
briefcase.
Now is the perfect time to present something that may have some connection to those noises.
Player! Hey, player!
So this is one where we have to like unravel it twice, I think, is what I'm reading here. Once for the there was no other place, once for the machines, right? So let's
like.
do the place first.
It seems like it's both of mine that need to be presented. What do you know?
There was nowhere
Do you
for
have
anyone
something
to
to
hide.
say to me?
Yes, objection.
Objection!
Rude.
The eyes of the whole town were on the bell tower, and the entrance was locked. Witches may be able to make themselves visible, but they can't physically disappear,
Okay.
How do you know that?
which means it's not unreasonable to suggest that escaping from the bell tower was nearly impossible. However, hiding themselves after the incident is a different story.
Actually, you know what? I think I'm playing enough characters. I'm going to give the judge back to Colin for now. If that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's fine. That's a sketch of the bell tower, isn't it?
Most fascinating. Well, Defender. How about you show us? Enlighten us as to where exactly the witch could have hidden.
In the bell.
I'm throwing a hit coin at this, not because we don't know it's the bell in the bell
Because
tower,
you want to see
right?
roughly where they're aiming?
Yes, I want to get like the good aim. Okay, so anywhere in this circle is fine.
Got it!
Hey, I was actually right.
She hid here, of course, at the very top of the bell tower.
Because, you know, sometimes these presents, and Sandra, I don't know if you can attest, but like in my opinion, sometimes these presents are like way too precise.
Yeah.
Yep.
Finicky is the word I would use. Objection. It may seem like a plausible place to hide. Fuck, she just went southern. However, fuck me. Okay. That part of the bell tower is inaccessible to anyone. The stairs don't go up as far as the belfry.
Objection!
Fuck you indeed. High Inquisitor Darklaw, we're talking about a witch here.
Yes, we are talking about a witch.
A witch can do lots of things that are impossible to us, with the use of magic.
That's
Dots.
Camera just dots.
Dots.
Why did she need to do the leg switch and kiss?
Because she could.
They paid a good money for that animation. They want to make sure they use it.
Because
If you were
aura
a true
farming.
knight of the court, you'd show us evidence rather than trying to justify your vague theories with the use of magic.
The fuck you say?
She kind of has a point, Nick.
How else could someone get to the top of the bell tower? There has to be a way. Was it magic? Or something a little more plausible?
I hate to say it, Nick, but magic is totally plausible in this fucking world.
Whatever it is, I would need proof. Yeah, I know.
It's getting late. I can see no point in dwelling on this. Defender, you may continue the interrogation.
Dots. Good luck with that, Defender.
Nowhere to hide. Faint. Wait.
Yeah, I think you have to present the. I think you have to present the mechanism on Wordsmith.
Okay. Sure.
Hold it!
Oh, fuck. I hit press. Hold on a second. Gotta skippy. Skippy, and then I'm going to have to do a loop too because that was the last one. Now we're in the loop. All right, now everybody repeat everything the exact same way you did the first time. Good job.
Dots.
Okay, present.
Objection!
The defense has a theory regarding the source of those strange sounds. It was most likely this.
Pulls out an entire pillar from.
There.
Magical bag.
Fuck me.
As you can
How's
see,
your back
you're on a
doing?
Knights of the
infinite
Court.
bag.
Knights of the Court. How the fuck did you get that? What?
Defender, how's your back feeling?
Phoenix is just very strong.
It's from having to carry the weight of all of this bullshit. This mechanism is on the middle floor of the bell tower. That reminds me. There was some contraption up there unlike anything I'd seen before.
Colin?
Wait.
This is number 3.
Oh, that's right, Chief. We've never touched this, though.
How about we try operating that contraption to see what it does? We might just be able to reproduce the sound that Mr. Lottolance heard at the crime scene.
Still Colin.
Right. You might be onto something.
It was easy to defeat before the young man.
I talked about it too.
There's like,
Well.
fuck all of you.
You've got my curiosity. Let's see that contraption in motion.
Milord, just leave it to me.
Takes it back up to the second floor.
Hup, 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 hup. Get ready, everyone. Prick up your ears.
We had
Clack, clack, clack.
there's a sound effect.
Clink, clack.
Right. Right.
Sure.
It's a very sound I heard.
We'll go with my
That
character.
sounds like number 3.
That's Colin.
Yeah. I think that's Lottolance.
No, number 2 is Lottolance. Number 3 is
Oh. Then, regardless, then it's number 2. It's definitely Colin's character.
Colin. One of your 2 characters.
Colin, dear
Oh,
friend.
it is. That's what I heard as well.
Yes, that's it.
This process of elimination,
As you've all seen, or rather heard,
Convenient that this courtroom is taking place
Hello.
in front of the bell
My
tower.
mic wasn't working, guys.
Welcome
I said
back.
the line. It's
Welcome back.
I don't know what happened.
Discord hates you.
it's
Yeah,
clear that
Discord
device.
hates me today.
It's clear that device was operating shortly after the incident.
Objection!
Fuck you. This does not change the fact that we know nothing about what that contraption does. Your demonstration hasn't led us to any valuable conclusions.
Which point animation do you prefer? The claw animation or the point?
Oh, the claw is wonderfully just like, I am a villain.
Objection!
Fuck you, cat girl.
I beg your pardon.
Remember our demonstration a little while ago?
You had that one store, didn't you?
Yep.
Demonstration. Are you referring to that silly contraption?
Objection!
Fuck you twice over. That contraption serves a very specific function. The plan of that bell tower shows no stairs leading up to the belfry. Now, if you think about it in relation to the plan,
Think about the plan, man.
it's obvious what this contraption is for.
Mr. Wright, would you like to tell us what this contraption does?
It's a mechanism enabling access up to the belfry.
Oh, you beat me to it. What? Is that what I think it is?
Defender. If that were the case, shouldn't Mr. Vigilant have noticed it?
Order!
Have you seen these guys? Another witch was in the bell tower when the incident happened. And the reason she wasn't discovered is because she used that contraption to reach the belfry and hide up there.
Objection!
Are you serious? Hold your horses, Defender. Seem oblivious to the contradiction in your reasoning.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about your little demonstration earlier. Yes, the device was set in motion and made some strange noises. And yet... that's all it did.
I doubt
Huh?
it.
That's right. Nothing else happened. If it was a device for accessing the top of the tower, then why didn't it take us there?
Because you have to use your legs.
Ergo, that contraption is of no relevance to this case. Which brings us back to my erstwhile conclusion that there was no other witch.
Objection!
Fuck off. It's too early to say that, High Inquisitor.
And why is that?
Sure, our demonstration didn't show it, but maybe the device didn't work because it wasn't used correctly.
You're grasping at
What?
straws, Defender.
What? Why do you think so?
My reasoning is simple. Let's just say it would be troublesome if just anyone could go up and sound that bell. So it's reasonable to assume that access to the belfry would be restricted. In other words, that a special key would be needed.
A key that's a knife.
A key
I
that...
have a knife right here for you, Defender. Catch.
And I think I know just what that key is.
Picks up the key knife out of his chest.
Perry.
Before I ask you to present evidence, I'd like to summarize your theory.
Of course.
You believe that there was another witch in the bell tower at the time of the incident,
Yep.
and that this witch used a contraption with the tower to make her way up to the belfry and hide there.
Uh-huh.
Hell fry. Your whole theory rests solely upon that contraption. If it doesn't allow access to the belfry, then your reasoning is completely wrong. I'm sure you know what that would mean for a spell.
Nope. What does it mean?
Please play it out for us.
Your mistake would seal her fate.
Oh, she can have a seal? I mean, you know, they're kind of expensive to keep as pets, but...
An elephant's seal
Yes.
to her fate.
I'm
She'll
aware
be
of
crushed
that.
under it.
All right then, the defense shall prove its theory. Show us this key needed to operate the contraption.
Yeah, I wonder if it's the one we've identified a while ago.
The key to the contraption is this pendant.
The music's gone silent, so something tells me it's about to, like, go mad crazy here in a second.
Probably. In just a second, yeah.
That belongs to the accused, doesn't it?
That's right. We found it at the crime scene. Now, if we take a look at the bottom part of this contraption, there's a depression here about the exact same size of the pendant. Oh, yes, I remember it. A hole in the shape of that pendant. But I don't get it. Why would that pendant be the key to the bell tower?
Meanwhile, off in the wizard's tower, Layton has this unexplainable urge to go to a window. Because it's a puzzle, you numbskulls!
It wouldn't, of course. This is a ridiculous ploy.
I don't know either. At least not for now. But the point is, it definitely is. With this pendant, we should be able to operate the contraption and access the belfry.
Well then, the court will grant the defense a chance to prove its assertion. However, you shall be given one chance only. And then I burn her. I'm sorry. Continue.
Are you ready, Defender? Make sure you are prepared for the consequences of a mistake. This will be your only chance. If it doesn't work, that will be the end of it.
Yeah, I'm ready. Oh, I've got to be right about this.
Good. I'm enjoying my villain space.
To be honest, this looks like a puzzle.
It is, and you don't
You say
dare
puzzle?
solve it without me.
Just off in the distance, just a ping, and Leighton just like sits up, like snaps up like a dog that's just heard the food bell.
I wish the professor was here. This is totally his field of expertise.
Are you ready, Nick? We should give it a try. Or should we give it a try?
Yeah, it's gotta work. Bella's fate depends on this. Talk about pressure. I've got to stay calm.
Puzzle.
Puzzle time.
This one's a bottom screen puzzle. Give me a second. This time I'm prepared. I moved the screen down before the screen started.
Look at you.
Pendant light is reflected by the blue gems on the circumference of the gears in the machine. Each gear will rotate 90 degrees. Will rotate the gears to align the blue gems and redirect the light. A large central gem will only reflect the light when in the vertical position, and when rotated, light must hit the red gems on either side at the same time. Okay, Nick, let's give this thing a shot.
Whoa, a beam of light. Of course, this must be the key.
It's also a knife.
Oh, it's me. That light is just begging to be pointed at one of those red gems.
You're right. Still, Looks like there's some kind of trick to the whole thing.
A trick?
A light bending puzzle.
Yeah, think about it. There are 2 gems, but we have to light both of them simultaneously. Looks like we're gonna have to do it with only this single beam of light, too.
What? Are you sure we can pull that off?
Player. I have no clue, but we've got no choice but to try. All we have to do is move the gears and bounce the light off these blue gems.
All right. No time for jitters, Nick. We've got to make this work for Espella. I can't move the like laser pointer. That's like one thing. Oh, okay. Oh my god. Did you see that? It lit up for like a second.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this puzzle's impossible.
Mm-hmm.
That was only 1 gem.
What gives? Nothing's happening.
Maya, you're fucking stupid. What exactly did you expect? The gems must be lit simultaneously.
Now she's helping.
But there's only 1 light. It's impossible.
That's impossible.
Indeed.
There must be
Now
another
then,
key.
I believe we have our answer. It is, as you say, impossible.
Oh,
Leighton comes in. Hold it.
Well, wait a second. Let me try just 1 more time.
That will not be necessary. Your time is up. Or have you already forgotten? You were given only 1 chance to back up your claim.
no way.
And then there's a second key. In the end, the defense has failed to prove its theory. The contraption cannot be operated with the pendant.
But the pendant fit right into the mechanism. There's no way that's a coincidence. But still...
I mean, if you look very closely, the Magatama could fit in there too. Let's be fair here.
That's why I said.
no matter
only
how
has
much
2
I
keys.
try, it seems impossible to direct the light at both gems simultaneously.
Like, I understand his...
Maybe there's like a central gem you need or something.
I understand his frustration, right? I get it. But at the same time, like, I kind of wish they would, like, give the player some opportunity to, like, try it and give up, right? Like, I know it's coming up. So, like, I know, like, I guess they did this just to be sure that, like, a player wouldn't sit there, like, forever trying to solve a puzzle, right? But...
yeah.
Seems your foolish experiment wasn't too much of a waste of time.
It was a foolish fool.
Huh?
While you were tinkering in that contraption, the accused regained consciousness.
Oh, Espella.
Is she okay?
Not for long. But, despite seeming a bit confused, she's in better shape now. Although, I wouldn't describe her situation as okay. Quite the opposite, in fact.
Huh?
Don't tell me you've forgotten your agreement with the judge. You failed to prove your theory, and so the accused's fate has been decided.
There's nothing I can say to that.
There's plenty you could say to that. You're just not saying it.
Except, fuck you.
Fuck you. Ejection. Fuck you, Judge.
You
God.
won't be held in contempt. You are free to disagree.
Oh, God. Okay, something tells me in the entirety of human history, somebody has said, objection, fuck you, Judge. Or something equivalent to
Sure
that.
they have. On multiple
I'm sure
occasions.
it's happened.
Have you heard of sovereign citizens?
Oh, I meant before the sovereign citizen bullshittery, but yeah.
I mean, also people who've been drunk, or high, or just plain stupid.
Yeah.
Attendants, bring in the accused.
Uh-oh, the epic music is playing.
Accused,
Oh,
the trial has reached its conclusion.
We
in
actually
your
have voices.
absence. The court shall now announce its verdict.
The verdict.
Objection.
You are the Great Witch, and your true name is Bezella. This evening, a terrible crime took place. You killed your father, the storyteller, using the spell Grandworm. Does the accused have anything to say?
Yes, I am Bezella, the one that brought calamity upon this town.
Legas.
Legas.
And my memories are proof of this. I remember the legendary fire in which this town was burned to the ground. And this day several hours ago, I summoned a fire dragon and took my own father's life. There is no doubt that the Great Witch is a part of me.
I understand.
Hold it!
Fuck you, Your Honor.
Oh.
No, Espella, you can't. Don't say that. You're under a spell. Don't give up just yet.
Fool. You foolish fool.
What?
Sandra, you are kind of like fading off.
Yeah.
Sorry. You've been fighting a battle in this court. You've come here with your logic, finding contradictions to astound everyone. It was your battle, not hers. So how can you be telling her not to give up when you've already dropped your sword? If you are a true knight of the court, you will fight your battle to the end.
Dots? Why is she telling me this? It's almost like she's encouraging me. Is she waiting for something?
No, it's okay, Mr. Wright.
Why the hell did they not get voices and it cuts back in now?
Not in the budget.
Okay.
Ever since I was little, I can only remember being all alone. But that's not really true. There were people who were dear to me and memories that I cherished. At least, I think there were. But I've already lost all that. They were taken from me the moment I became Bezella.
Poor Espella.
Since then, I started working at Aunt Patty's bakery. I met Mr. Wright, Maya, Mr. Layton, and Luke. The four of you did all you could to help me. I am truly happy to have met you. But blame for the Great Witch's crimes rests solely on my shoulders.
Dots.
So let's put an end to this now. Bezella must not remain in this town. Thank you, Mr. Wright.
Wait a minute. Wait. Espella.
That was not voiced.
Well then. Well then. It's time for the final verdict. Survey
Why do
says-
you sound like a news presenter?
Think, Phoenix, think. Isn't there anything I can do?
Rain blast.
I just need something.
Good luck there, Defender.
Anything that could offer even a single glimmer of hope in the darkness of despair.
Have you seen it, Sandry?
Wait a minute. There's
Dear.
gotta be something,
Look
right?
Danganronpa vibes.
I can you just say that again, Sandri?
Look at that.
So, wait and
Right
see what
there,
happens, or
defender.
raise an objection.
Raise an objection.
I actually think
Shut the fuck up, all of you.
Okay.
I beg your pardon.
I object
Your Honor.
because I
Hold
object.
on the verdict.
What were you trying to say, Colin?
I object because I object.
Okay. Oh, that judge looks like he's ready for. He's ready to
He's
throw down.
fucking ready to
Why
hold
is that?
some bitch in contempt.
Why is that, Defender? Ready to beat your ass.
It's too early to pass the final judgment on Aspella.
What? Explain yourself.
You said earlier that this trial has reached its conclusion.
Indeed.
But I have not yet begun to fight. There's something else we have to examine.
What? What are you suggesting?
Do you mean to say you have some new evidence?
You bet your bippy I do.
But surely you can't possibly be any new evidence at this late stage.
Very well, Defender. We shall play along with you just one more time. Now, show us this evidence that we have yet seen.
Now, by one more time, we don't mean you get to do it one more time and then we have some new evidence after that. By one more time, we don't mean you get to try 8 times to solve a puzzle. By one more
What I
time,
mean is that if you fail this time, I will have her set on fire and I will throw you in after her.
thank you.
The new crucial piece of evidence is
Crime scene, court
All
record.
the spell is perfect.
Okay.
No, it's
there's
Yeah.
only one place where it can be. It's on Aspella's it's in Bizella's possession.
I have it. Does.
I saw it. For a second. Something there that she shouldn't have. An item that contradicts what we've heard. My gut feeling tells me that that item is the key to this whole case.
Most interesting. I shall enjoy watching you hopelessly struggle through this, like a fish caught in a net.
On the contrary, you're the one who's caught in my web.
Now, Defender,
Oh, what wicked webs we weave.
show us this new piece of evidence that the accused
Accused.
supposedly has
Accused.
in her possession. Well,
Again,
Gee, I
We're,
wonder
we're
if
throwing
oh,
a hint coin just because we know what it
oh
is,
my.
but, you know, finicky, okay?
I'm not sure we have enough of them, you know?
Gee, I don't know. What must it be?
Gotcha. Aspella,
Yes?
can I see that bracelet on your left hand?
Oh.
No.
Yes, certainly.
No, you can't.
If you'd like. It's actually a pendant, you know. The strap got torn when I was up in the bell tower. That's why I've had it around my wrist since, well, just before this trial started.
Gotcha.
I just love the judge
pendant-
just like, oh fuck.
This judge is definitely smarter than the standard Phoenix Wright judge. He actually put
Oh,
shit
he's
together.
significantly smarter. He's just like, wait. I can see where this is going.
Wait!
It looks exactly the same as the one we already have here.
Wait a minute. What's all this? What's all this then?
We confiscated her pendant at the crime scene. Why is she wearing it now?
I don't get it. It's giving me a headache.
Lots.
growl all you like, bitch. So I was right. I have another question about this pendant.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. I have a request from the director. You do not have to follow through if you don't want to. After Jordan has called her the cat lady, can you like when you do dots hiss like a cat?
Probably.
Isabella, do you remember when exactly the strap broke?
I'm trying to remember, but no, I can't. I know it was still fine when we parted ways, but
In other words, she has no memory of it. She doesn't remember when it broke or when she tied it to her wrist.
Oh my god.
where
this
are you
going
going
in
with this,
the-
Defender?
Oh, that's certainly bizarre, I must say. Your pendant already has been submitted as evidence.
Objection!
Shut the fuck up. And yet, Isabella still has her pendant. That's a fact we can all attest to, which means
She has a twin.
there must have been 2 pendants to begin with.
Really?
Objection!
Excuse you. So there are 2. And where do you... Whatever. The accused was caught red-handed at the crime scene. Whether this pendant is hers or not, it doesn't change anything.
Does it
That
though?
changes everything.
Of course not.
Yeah. She was caught red-handed by us, the vigilantes. You fools. This pendant proves something crucial to this case. It can't be more crucial than us catching her at the crime scene.
Fuck you.
The second pendant wasn't dropped by Isabella, you dingbats. So, as the defense already suggested, one more person was at the crime scene. Whoa.
Did you
I'm
enjoy?
sorry, did I just see Wordsmith do his rocket impression again?
Yes.
You notice they all then
Order.
raced quickly
Order.
away so that Bella could be at that stand?
I guess so.
Submit your pendant as evidence this instant.
She went full carry and telekinetically threw every one of them.
Well, I am a witch. Yes, my lord.
Hey, Nick, did you see that one guy rocket off into space?
Yes, it was satisfying as hell.
If we have 2 pendants to work with,
I noticed.
maybe we could see if that strange contraption will work this time.
Phoenix is like, oh
Now it
shit!
makes- Now it makes sense. That must be why it didn't work before.
Thank you, Maya.
Your
If
Honor.
you hadn't said that, I never would have thought of it, because I am even stupider than you.
Maya has had a lot of thoughts that have actually panned out in this game. Maya's actually been smarter than the usual. Am I wrong?
Setting that bar fucking low, John.
The defense would like to try operating the mechanism in the bow tower one more time.
What? Why now?
The contraption didn't work before because we only had 1 pendant. But both pendants are needed to operate it properly. Foolishness! Try as many times as you like. It's no use.
It's no use.
use.
God damn
Number
it.
1.
It's
Shut
no
up.
use.
I, Inquisitor Darklaw. You know this is a waste of time.
It's not going to work anyway. Why not let the defender see for himself?
What?
Defender, if you think you can operate the contraption with 2 pending,
And I do.
then I suggest you go ahead and try it. Unless it's already dawned upon you that such a plan is futile.
It hasn't.
Perhaps it should then.
The defense shall be given one more chance to verify its theory about the aforementioned contraption. Let us now
That's
wake our way to the
aforementioned.
bell tower.
This is going to be your last try. If you fail this time, I will throw
I
you
know.
into the fire before I throw Miss Bella in.
Yeah,
I'm not
stop
sure
pussyfooting around this.
The life of the accused rests in your shaky hand. You won't be having any more of your let me try again, please, your honors. Besides, you must be aware that this puzzle may well be unsolvable.
So you know it's a puzzle.
So you know it's a puzzle.
Objection, fuck you.
I wouldn't have been able to solve a puzzle like this before arriving here at Labyrinthia.
I'm racking my brain to
I'm
see if he's
writing.
actually solved any puzzles in it, like off screen, of course. Like you don't solve
He
them on
did.
screen. You did?
Oh, off screen? How do we know what he's done off screen? It's been off screen.
Well, no. Like there's a few times. Well, like for example, Francesca solved the lock puzzles off screen, right? If there's any like puzzles that he solved, you know, like because we don't actually solve puzzles in that game, right? But there's any puzzles we solved in the first 3 games.
I doubt it.
I don't think so.
Thoughts?
But now, I'm sure I can take on any puzzle. And it's all thanks to you, Professor. You taught me that every puzzle has a solution.
Does it not occur to him that there's trolls out there? Like, all you do to make a Rubik's Cube unsolvable, take a corner, rotate it once.
That's just mean. I have everything I need now.
Go on then, Defender.
What do you say, Maya? Should we hurry up and get started?
I'm here too. Sure thing, it's puzzle busting time.
Busted makes me feel good.
I like how me and Jordan went to exactly the same place.
Do the same thing, but now there's 2 lights.
Oh, I hate that so much.
Okay, what did I do to get this one solved? I think it was something like this. That's 1 light. Oh, fuck. I think I'm on the wrong... Oh! I think I'm slightly on the wrong path here. Oh. Excuse me? Nope. Oh, no, but damn it. Anytime you guys see the solution, just let me know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep fumbling here until I get it. That does nothing to redirect the red laser. I hate that I have a solution for each of them, but they're mutually exclusive.
Try spinning the one in the middle.
Oh, this is rotatable? Oh!
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 It did say that in the hint.
Did that do it?
I think you need to spin the central gem real quick to make them all light up simultaneously.
Yeah, try that. Try spinning the central one.
Bingo.
Okay.
I await your verdict.
Guilty.
No further objections.
I agree. Guilty. Well then,
Wait, shit.
let's begin.
Success. As the red gems shine with an intense light, the larger gem on the pillar begins to emit a glaring light.
I'm sure I did it right.
Nothing's happening.
This sound.
Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit that no one saw that happening when they were staring at the fucking tower.
This is...
This is impossible.
I want to
What is
consider this
a
called.
sounding contraption.
It's the new comparison to the incomparable stillness of Mother Nature. Oh, I'd like to climb those stairs. I like being on.
I love how she's still in her sit animation. This implies she's sitting on the railing.
No, she's sitting. No, she's sitting on one of the men.
Even more likely.
We shall escort you.
We shall
We shall escort you.
Sure. Okay, Nick. Let's go see what it's upstairs.
Nick, isn't this
voiced.
bell?
Yeah, I think you're right. That's the bell that was taken from underground. The bell of ruin. The bell that must not be sounded.
Bing bong, bing.
There's someone
bong.
hiding behind the bell.
Ah,
Well, well, well.
Hello, Miss Kira. Voice
Now I
Andrew.
have to do her voice one.
Voice Andrew. You
Just
weren't
call me L.
you weren't enough characters in these scenes, were you?
I don't even fucking remember her voice.
Call me
Meager
L.
flower girl.
it's you. Now that's the last person I expected to find here. Miss Kira.
Yeah, he's coming for you all.
To be continued.
The good news is,
To be
I
fair,
think we're.
I think an hour and a half is enough time to get to the next save point.
Yeah, and I'm going to say this. I think at this point we've dropped the 10 vigilantes.
Thank God.
I don't know, wordsmith's fun. You can't tell me that Severus wasn't hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
It's so quiet in here. It's
I'm
not
going
a
to take
sound
a
to be
quick
heard.
break. I will be back in about 10 minutes.
Understood.
Okay, have fun.
Oh, it's been a while since I've been Leighton. I sort of did a half-assed voice earlier, but let me go ahead and get back into character. Let us be very careful, though, Luke. The puzzle we just dealt with is not necessarily the only one in place here.
Right you are, Professor.
Let us proceed with caution.
Are we gonna look for hint coins?
I don't think there are hit. Oh, there are hit coins.
You're kind of stupid, Professor.
I guess we are getting hit coins. Should we stay at 169 or actually get all of them?
Nice.
You should get all of them, of course. Like,
Alright, give me a second here. It's in the circle in the ground. Okay, I'm going to assume there's only 3.
Yeah, probably.
what? Is this what I think it is? Yeah. Professor, is this what I think it is? It looks awful like a lift.
Good idea, Luke. You said lift instead of elevator. That's because we're vaguely British.
That's right, Professor.
Indeed it does.
We're from London.
Indeed it does. It looks a lot like the kind of lift which we are well acquainted.
But we haven't seen anything like this since we arrived in Labyrinthia. Except, you know, for the thing that they lower witches into the fire with.
That's not an elevator, that's a downovator. Yes, quite. I guess it's not a lift, it's a down. Yes, quite. In truth, I didn't think machinery of this sort existed here.
Professor,
The term you're looking for is
are
a
you
drop.
a fan of Wayside School or something?
If you're a what?
Are you a fan of Wayside School or something?
I don't even know what that is. What is reference?
It's a book series about a school. It was supposed to be 30 rooms wide. Instead, it is rather 20 rooms wide. Instead, it is 20 rooms tall. And they once installed elevators, one that only goes up and one that only goes down. They worked once.
That's actually kind of
Also-
funny.
Also, we don't call them downs, we call them drops.
Fair enough. I wonder what it's using as a source of power. Sandra?
1 second, there was a bug.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
You want to take Luke while Sandry hunts the bug?
Sure. Well, since there seems to be no other way up, does that mean we get to ride it?
That falsetto, though. Indeed. That would seem the most logical course of action. I must say, I find the presence of such a device most intriguing. But we can't stand around pondering such things now. There will be a time for that later. Onwards and upwards, my boy.
Right then, let's go!
I know I keep saying this, Luke, but bear in mind that we must proceed with caution.
I'm with you on this one, Professor.
The fact that it has disappeared is not reassuring me.
Whee!
I hear if you jump,
Me-
it'll be fine.
Meanwhile, in the background, there's a group of shades just running furiously in circles.
We
Wait.
stop, Professor. But what's going on? Are we trapped?
No, I don't believe so, Luke. Although I do get the feeling that something is about to happen.
Counselor Morgan, your presence has been
Something,
requested.
Professor? What do you mean by something?
Luke, stand close to me.
Okay, Professor.
This is a bottom screen puzzle, it looks like. There's an owl.
Ooh!
A stone statue stands before you. Beneath it lies a panel with what appears to have been once a crest of some kind, now a disjointed mess. Oh, no. Okay, no. Okay, this is like a swap. Swap is better than, like, move one. There's like only one blank space. I hate only one blank space moves. Okay. Move the panels
Let's be
touching
kind
the
of
arrows. Oh, no, it is there's only one blank space. Oh, no.
No, it's a swappy.
Let's see here. Top one is correct. Bottom one is not. And I've already seen which one to swap it to. So each time we swap, the owl gets closer.
Ooh, I'm gonna get you. Ooh, I'm gonna get you. Ooh. Ooh.
I did it.
Ooh.
Swappy is easier than, like, there's a blank space to
Already
me.
seen the answer. You should expect no less from a gentleman.
Yes, no less. You could sense the approaching presence of a formidable foe in the shadows. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
He said, whoa,
It
we
seems
start...
This entire lift is.
Oh,
itself
okay,
another
this is
puzzle,
going by fine.
Professor.
I don't believe we're in the clear just yet. This may take a while. I'm not able to press the buttons. Like, that's just automatic.
That's a fast
You
fucking
stopped
elevator.
again. Is this another stage of the puzzle?
Indeed, that would appear to be the case.
I'll take this one, Professor.
You better not fucking kill us. Otherwise, I'll kill you first. Alright, but don't overexert yourself. We'll need to work together to solve the rest of this puzzle. He said roger that. Okay, so it's the same puzzle, just different symbol. Okay.
Only now you have limited number of turns.
Arr.
Oh, this one's easy. There's only 4 moves. This one's super easy. Boop, boop.
I'm gonna get you. Better than that owl. I'm gonna kill you.
It's only 4 moves. This is the worst puzzle ever.
Face. Phooey.
Let's see if I've proven myself. Ah, the joy
Wait,
of solving
I thought
puzzles.
Luke was supposed to take this puzzle. Yes, you will take this puzzle. Chokes Luke and starts solving the puzzle on. You're solving the puzzle. Good boy. Correct, you've come a long way. Keep it up. Okay, this is going to be like automatic. I couldn't stop the text from scrolling. So get ready. You certainly did. Well done, Luke. Just how far is this lift going to take us? Well, judging by the stages this far, whoever kept this puzzle in place is certainly something. We can still afford to let our guard down. We can't afford to let our guard down. Stage 3. This is the boss fight puzzle, Luke.
Huh.
Oh, we've stopped again.
Well then, allow me to take on this one.
I guess I don't have a choice, Professor. You stole the last one, too.
Ooh, give me a minute to think about this one. We got 6 moves, right? So the top 2 on the right need to switch, I think.
I'm gonna get ya.
Beneath it lies a panel. Yeah, okay. This one we actually got a plan for. This is one we actually got a plan for. So the top 2 need swapping to get that into place. Now that one needs to swap with the one that will be correct on the very top, which is the one in the middle, I think. This is the one that will be correct on the top right. Yes.
Bottom right has to go up and then left.
Bottom right has to go to middle. Or...
Right, it has to go up and then left. Well, not anymore.
Okay. Hold on, time out. Okay.
Nope.
No, I think that's right.
This is right.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I was gonna get you.
No, you weren't. Shut up.
I've already seen the answer.
I would have laughed if Luke popped up on that one. Big, I got the puzzle.
Gentlemen.
It should have been. It should have been. Luke should have just been like, bitch, no.
Excellent.
That was an exceedingly difficult puzzle.
Actually, voices.
The next stop must be our destination.
So what do you think is at the top of this tower?
Right, Luke.
Well, this
Probably
is
just
it,
a storyteller.
Professor.
Didn't he die?
Maybe. I mean, that or a sniper rifle, like...
It seems we have arrived at last.
And then they were promptly dropped.
If you guessed garden, you'd be correct.
I didn't.
It never would have occurred to me that that would be what you would put at the top of this tower.
That would be an
Oh, shit, it looks like Palaron.
By the way, that would be an insane garden to put up on the top of a tower.
Wow, this is certainly different. There are flowers and plants everywhere. I can even see a water wheel over there.
It is a beautiful place.
This evening breeze is a little chilly. So, is this the storyteller's garden then?
I think that's probably a safe assumption, Luke. Judging by the abundance of water and rose bushes, it's being well taken care of. I'd be inclined to say the
secret
tower
garden.
seems more akin to a castle.
So, fun
Yeah,
fact.
don't say.
So, fun fact, I always thought, like, rooftop gardens were the worst possible idea because the trees and plants would absorb all the soil. Fun fact, trees and plants basically grow from thin air. They do not get most of their mass from the soil, they get, like, the lion's share of their mass from the air. From the literal carbon in the air.
Hence why they take in carbon dioxide.
Yep.
Yep.
That is where they get their mass. It is actually literally
Which is
from the
just
air.
wacky.
Yeah, no, it's wacky. They do take like some stuff from the soil, right? But like not
Nutrients,
much. Not much compared to what they get from the sky.
Who'd have imagined we'd end up in a beautiful place like this? Let's investigate.
Yes,
By
I will look
investigate,
for
I
hit
mean-
coins. One. The bunny isn't one? Darn. Okay, now that water is actually impressive to be put up here.
Yeah, no, that.
Yeah.
Oh, I found this is the second one, right? No, this is the first one.
Yes.
No, the
Yeah.
second one.
No, that's the second one. The first one was that bush to the front right.
And it's not one of these roses.
Check the tower off to the right.
Like the tip of it.
I think you kind of swooped over it.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. Oh, there he is.
Okay. Now let's actually go for forward progress. Let's go to the door, I guess.
This building really is something else, Professor. I guess this must be part of the storyteller's house. Stella must have lived here when she was younger.
Yes, indeed. This must have been her family home.
Dots. A family. I wonder if she has any plans to ever come back here.
No matter where she goes or what she does, family is family. This will always be her home. I'd say it's highly likely that she would wish to come back here someday.
I suppose so, even if her family was only the two of them.
The relationship between Espella and her father may well prove to be an important clue.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing, Professor. Oh, wait, what?
What's the matter, Luke?
It's nothing. I'm probably just seeing things, but for a moment I thought I saw something moving at the top of the tower. Sorry, must have been my imagination. Let's go inside, Professor.
Dots. Move to child's room. Well, we know there's 3 hit coins.
Wait. It's Elizabeth in here, right? Isn't that the reference?
Elizabeth.
Wasn't that the name of the character in Biohazard Flying City?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that was Elizabeth. That's literally who I thought of, but I didn't know where you were going with that, so either way.
I was thinking more Rapunzel.
Bioshock, not Biohazard. What the fuck?
Yeah,
me?
Bioshock Infinite, specifically.
I was thinking
I like how I was just like Biohazard Floating City.
I mean, when you said floating city and bio, my brain connected the dots.
I just don't know how it... This appears to be a child's room, Professor.
It certainly looks that way. From its condition, I'd say it hasn't been used for some time.
Probably since the... Well, yeah, exactly that, Professor.
Presumably, it was used by Espella as a child.
Right. So this is where Spella grew up. Something pretty big must have happened to make her leave home so young. I wonder how Espella and the storyteller used to get on together.
Spell is a young lady of strong conviction and a kind heart. I am certain that's because she grew up with a fine home environment. Translation, she
Professor,
was a little shit to her father.
Professor, you're an idiot. Professor, you're very good at puzzles, but you're not very good at anything else.
In other
You're kind of
words,
stupid.
in other words, I'm right and you're wrong. I'm sure she and her father must have spent some quality time here together.
Professor, her father is an evil wizard.
Yeah, I had a feeling you'd say that, Professor. For Spella, this place must be full of memories.
I see what you're doing, Sandry.
I always feel like we're intruding coming up into this trauma. I mean, up in here like this.
But, Luke, we have no choice if we wish to save Espella.
Yeah, I suppose that's right, Professor. When you put it like that, I guess she wouldn't mind even if she knew.
3 hint coins. Checking the stars. The stars... Nope, not that one.
4 stars? If there isn't a star on one of these motherfuckers.
Okay.
There we go.
Nope. There's one in the pillow, though.
Maybe the tea set?
Yes, one in the tea set.
Just had a feeling.
You were correct.
Sure looks like there's someone there. Crikey! Professor, behind the curtain. There's someone there.
It's me, your mother. Dots.
Oh shit, my mother's still alive?
The mysterious
Oh, that's
figure
not creepy.
turned out to be...
Just a doll. That's really creepy, Professor. My hat was in my mouth and... I'm still kind of freaked out, Professor.
It's okay, there's some water outside, you can go wash up. Be right... return shortly. Espella must have played with this doll as a
Absolutely.
child.
What's this? Look, Professor. The child's picture book here. The title is The First Story.
It would appear to be a handmade children's picture book.
Do you think it's a law dumb, Professor?
Okay.
I'm standing by it.
It may well have been. God damn it. The worst part is like his response works, so... Evidently, a great deal of loving care has been put into writing and illustrations.
Sometimes,
I guess I should
I'm just
read
correct.
this.
Okay.
There was a bad witch in the town. All of the carrots in the field disappeared, and all the money in the bank was turned into pumpkins. The people of the town had to put up with all kinds of mischief from the witch. They didn't know what to do.
Question. If the money in the bank turned to pumpkins, was it mass for mass, a mass of the dollars turned into pumpkins, or a single dollar bill turned into a single pumpkin? Because if it's that later one, I think that's just convenient. Like, you just gained a lot of food.
Teeny tiny pumpkins.
But it'll rot.
Teeny tiny pumpkins.
Oh, okay.
Then, one day, a brave young girl appeared and said to the townsfolk, "When the witch uses witchcraft, she always uses a big stick, doesn't she? So if we take away her stick, we'll be able to stop her, and then we can burn her." After hearing this, the people of the town set a trap for the witch and managed to capture her. At her trial, the bad witch said this to the people: "You're all going to fucking die. Even now, the legendary Great Witch Bezella is living here in this town. Bezella is the queen of all witches. She is the one who gives us witches life." The townsfolk punished the witch and threw her into the fire, and peace was restored to the town once more. To this day, Bazella is still hiding somewhere in the town. But the brave townsfolk will not be beaten by the bad witches. So remember, boys and girls, always be on the lookout for witches amongst you.
I have here a list in my hand.
Wasn't like the first, like one of the first instances of like mass witch, like where the witch hat comes from was because they were brewers?
Yep.
Yeah, I think it was because they were brewers, and basically the guys didn't want the women to have power.
Pretty much, yeah.
Who'd have thought there'd be a fairy tale about Bazella? She's a mysterious character, all right.
Tell me, Luke, why do you think the author chose to write about Bazella in a children's picture book?
To indoctrinate her to make sure she knows to burn witches. I mean, to make sure that child behaves. Something like, if you don't do as you're told, Bazella will come and get you.
Yes,
Gonna get you, get you.
That is a possibility. Still, I have to wonder, why is it that some lowly witch was caught, and not the great Bazella herself?
Well, I suppose it is a bit strange, Professor. Maybe because she doesn't need to use a stick, so they couldn't capture her? I mean, if Bazella herself could be caught, then the story would have been brought to a much more conclusive ending. Do you think there's some other reason?
It is certainly a possibility. I don't suppose there are any other handmade picture books in the room apart from this one.
Handmade picture books?
No, I ain't all of them. I'm
I don't
first,
see any.
and I shall always remain the first.
I guess that must be the only one.
Which would imply this book has some special significance.
Did they got a printing press afterwards, Professor? I bet she really treasured it. Do you think it was the storyteller who wrote this book?
The handwriting does seem very similar to that of the story. This book appears to have been written with a touch more care and attention, but I imagine it was the storyteller who wrote it.
He must have written it as a gift from father to daughter. It actually seems really thoughtful, even if the story is kind of terrifying. I'd like to take this book to Espella. She might want it in her last moments.
Yes, let's do that, Luke. We must take good care of it. I'm sure Phoenix is still fighting tooth and nail for Espella.
So what we need to do now is tear it open to find the hidden compartment?
Is there anything else in this room? Door? I believe we've seen all there is to see here. Let's press on, Luke.
Right you are, sir.
To the storyteller's room.
Okay, it's a little creepy that to get to the storyteller's room, you have to go through her bedroom. That's a little bit creepy.
I mean, this is a tower. It's just a good chance that, like, they just continue up the tower, maybe?
It should be the other way around.
The sun and moon is up there.
Well, he is an evil wizard.
What do you make of this mess, Professor? It's a real disaster area.
This appears to be the very top room of the tower.
Well spotted, Professor. I couldn't tell from being at the top of the fucking tower.
What's that you say, Luke? I can't hear you. The air's thin up here. The parchment laying on the floor seems very similar to the type which the storyteller writes his stories. I think we can say with some certainty that this is the storyteller's room.
I came to that conclusion because of the label on the UI, Professor. I mean, I was imagining something a bit grander, like a throne room with all kinds of posh decorations. This looks like someone set off a bomb in a library.
Well, I agree.
Maybe a museum.
It's a little eccentric. It's unmistakably the study of an author. He probably spent all of his time in here.
Do most authors have, like, no writing stuff and mostly just junk?
Continuing writing those stories.
A hoarder's place, Professor. stories. I wonder what Isabella thought of all of it. Her father writing the stories for the townsfolk, I mean. I wonder
Father,
if she looked forward to seeing new stories completed or, well...
The stories were probably a little too mature in content for a young child.
Father,
It's
what
not
does
me from reading them.
defenestrate mean?
It's what's gonna happen to you if you don't obey, right, boy?
I don't imagine the storyteller would have shown a spell of many of them.
But in that case, she surely can't have had many opportunities to talk to her father, given how busy he was. I guess that means she was pretty lonely.
Okay, hold up. Since the storyteller writes the story and everything that he writes down occurs in the town, do we ever think that the storyteller wrote like romantic real person / fic?
That would be hilarious if he did. Mostly because I'm just imagining. Just imagine the affair being printed for everyone to read.
And distributed to the entire town.
Yeah, the entire town gets to read the lemon of your affair.
The worst part is it would read like, "And an affair is laid bare," and the first person says, "No fucking shit! You just said it."
No, I stand by my statement. He wrote lemon.
Well, here's the thing: if he, because wouldn't it?
And I'm showing my
be
fucking age.
ordained? It wouldn't be like a secret affair; it would be a preordained affair.
A commanded affair.
All right, you're Luke. Don't forget it. Let's read.
It must have been hard for her, even knowing how important the stories are for the people of the town. But I don't think it's right. No child should be unable to talk with their father. Speaking of which, Professor, do you think I could see my parents sometime again?
No, I absolutely agree, Luke. Wait, is the professor like his uncle, or I forget?
No, he's just his trainer.
Just a train? Yeah, just some guy. All right. I believe it'll be important in the upcoming...
He's Batman to Luke's Robin, apparently.
I believe it'll be important in the upcoming trial to have an understanding of Isabela's feelings towards her father. Didn't I make a joke that he wasn't the first Luke, as in Batman and Robin style?
Yes, you did.
Knowing you, Luke, I'm sure you must have had a lot of things in your mind at the moment. So if there's anything at all you want to talk about, you will tell me, won't you? Anything except for about your father and mother.
Or the other Lukes.
No? Okay.
Well, that rules out a lot of topics, Professor. Okay.
I'm always ready to listen, Luke, except for about your mother and father. Now then, shall we start investigating this room?
Righto, Professor.
Where's the hint coins? One is in this doll.
If Luke is the Robin to Layton's Batman, does that imply that eventually Luke is going to be beaten to death with a crowbar and then exploded?
What makes you think it already hasn't happened?
Nightwing, or Tim Drake, or Damian Wayne, or Azrael. Oh wait, no, Azrael was Batman.
Okay, we got all of the hit coins.
I think there might have been at least one other Robin, and there certainly were like a dozen Dick Graysons. These comics are fucking stupid.
Well, comics are just... They unfortunately have a lot of comics they've been written by way too many authors, and each one wants to take it in its own direction, and to a lot of people, every one of them are canon. Okay, this is making sense to me. First, the rings didn't make sense to me. I thought that was like a weird thing about the lens. No, it's like an artist's easel. It's bigger on one side. Do you see it now?
Yep. Storyteller, what exact purpose does this perform? Luke.
Look at this photograph! Sandry?
Sorry, I was just being told a what the fuck moment by Peanut.
Oh no.
What was it?
Look, Professor, a photograph. It's Darklaw. Wait, I didn't think they even knew what photographs were in this town.
Indeed. It's not the kind of thing one would have expected to find here. Sandry's either gone silent because Peanut's still bothering.
Sorry, Peanut is asking if they want anything.
Okay.
Too right. I certainly haven't seen any cameras since we got here. There's no doubt that this is a photo, though. I wonder what that could mean.
Every time I see it, it makes me laugh. This may be in some way related to the tower being so closely
you like
protected.
Diamondback too?
No, he likes hit coin back.
What do you see in the photograph, Luke? Do you laugh?
They're two children, both young girls.
The photo looks... Oh, this is Leighton. The photo looks quite old, doesn't it?
I mean, not really. I wonder who they are. I wonder if they're Espella and Darklaw. Like they fucking obviously are!
I'll have you note they both have the pendants.
Peanut wants to know why Darklaw looks high.
Reasons. Well,
and apparently Espella looks like a boy in a wig.
One of them is surely Espella. There can be little doubt about that.
Hey, you're right.
Yeah, it's the one on the right side. She's the one who looks like Espella.
And look at that pendant. It's the same one Espella always wears.
See? That's why it's the one on the right.
I wonder if Darklaw's the villain.
The fact that she's continued
Like she's been obviously hinting the entire time.
The fact that she's continued to wear it ever since shows just how important that pendant must be to her.
I'm sorry. Peanut was like, she can't be the villain. She's sexy. And I'm just thinking, isn't that a traditional sign of villainy? What about this other girl? Do you think she's a friend of Espella's? Like maybe Darklaw?
Indeed. I'd wager the two of them were rather close friends at first.
They do look pretty chummy, all right. See, they even have the same pendant.
Okay, the game actually just pointed it straight out to you. A glimpse into Espella's past. This may well prove to be an important clue. I'd like to ask her about it face to face. Let us borrow it for the time being.
Yoink! I wonder if there are any other clues knocking around.
No, I was pretty thorough. Well, I'd say the something you thought you saw moving earlier is a point worth pursuing.
But isn't this the last room in the tower? I must have been imagining things, right, Professor?
Not necessarily, Luke. There's a puzzle in this room. Let us look around more closely.
All right, Professor.
There's a puzzle in this room.
I mean, you were the one who said this was the last room, so...
There's a puzzle in this room. I can smell it.
Yeah, the moment they were leading to puzzle, like, it has to be the piano.
This is?
A puzzle.
This letter on the top of the piano. This was evidence during that trial.
That trial, my boy?
Yes, the trial about Sir Beldug's death. The trial where you were...
You mean when I was turned into gold and you gained PTSD?
Yes, Professor.
In which case, this letter is one... Goldor! Ah!
Wait, I'm sorry. I love how you just did Han Solo there.
In which case, this letter is the one that the storyteller's owl, Hoot, gave us after we last paid him a visit.
Yes, Professor, but wasn't that letter completely blank?
Indeed it was.
That was meant to be Sir Beldug's suicide note, which he'd addressed to the storyteller.
His suicide note, you say?
But Sir Beldug's butler swapped for the plain sheets with the parchment before it got delivered. And those blank sheets were given to us by Mr. Hoot, who knew something was strange about them.
I see. I certainly missed out on some intriguing developments during my absence. I thought we went over.
You kind of abandoned me, Professor.
Hold on a second.
You were busy getting yourself turned into gold.
Didn't they have a fade to black? Let's explain everything. And so Leighton is just like very obviously like, yes, I totally was paying attention, but let's go ahead and go over it again, just for the sake of the audience.
What audience, Professor?
Don't worry about it.
The real suicide note was delivered at the trial. But how did it end up here?
Well, I imagine it's quite simple, Luke. Magic. It's likely that after the trial finished, the letter was returned to its rightful owner. It was addressed to the storyteller, after all.
That sounds really sketchy, Professor. I suppose the storyteller finally got a chance to read it then? This doesn't feel right, Professor.
Yes. In fact, it would be reasonable to assume that he most likely did so very recently. Perhaps even today while sitting at the piano.
Was he doing his villain playing the piano thing?
What on earth was going through his mind here before that final parade? There's something we're not seeing here, Luke. We need to investigate this closely, Luke.
What could it be? I bet this is some kind of trap.
It is unlikely that a trap would be so oblivious. Just a moment.
That's you, Professor.
There is some kind of puzzle in this piano, Luke.
You're kind of falling behind, Professor. I figured that out like 10 minutes ago. What the fuck is this?
It's not the nice puzzle.
Oh, it's a music, Professor.
Below the stained glass window is written, "When the stars have aligned, the goddess shall pluck her harp, bringing forth her serene song. Rearrange the musical notes to create a lovely melody." Touch a musical note, slide... Okay. This is... When it lines up, it shows us the answer. We get the answer.
I mean, just from the ones I can already see.
Honestly, I just need to see where the first one is, and I can probably guess it.
It's the second note from the right. Is the first one.
No, we're sure it was on the top of the bar?
No, what? No, the second one from the left. I'm sorry, my bad.
And I would have just thrown the game across the room at this point. This shit is out of my ability to do.
No, I think it's this one, then this one.
Yeah, that's the one.
And I'm just going to pull up the actual game window. Got it. All right, that's just going to solve that issue.
God.
Now I go to my screenshots folder. Saved images. Sticker stream. Here we go. And boop. Wait, that was this one. Okay, now I have a picture of it. Let's go. Let me solve this here. Top bar. The really high note, followed by a top bar, followed by that, and that.
I've already.
God, could you imagine trying to solve that without like a phone camera or a screenshot or something like that?
Yes, I would have said that I would have gone hunted down the developers so that I could throw poop at their house.
I don't use it that often, but I would have pulled out the memo and just drawn the lines and then just, did it every rotation.
Marked it one at a time.
Yeah.
That is such a stupid not puzzle.
Superb. A loud bang rings through the air as the celestial globe adorning the ceiling begins to move.
What the fuck, Professor?
I know, that was kind of a lame
I bet we
puzzle.
find Kira up there, Professor.
I think that was a lame
Bitch
puzzle.
seems to show up everywhere.
Actually, voice.
Could there be another room above this one?
No.
No,
I have a feeling that the rooftop we saw from the garden continues above here.
Oh, I can see what you mean, Professor. It's really dark in here. But moonlight seems to be coming in from up above.
Well, there's no turning back now. The answer to the biggest mystery of all is surely waiting for us ahead.
I think so too, Professor. I wonder what on earth it could be.
The next step in the storyteller's story, if I'm not mistaken.
The next step? But the story has already finished, hasn't it?
Not yet, Luke. It's still a little too soon for the ending.
Ooh, movie.
Oh shit, it's
I had a
Isengard.
feeling that you, of all people, would make it this far.
It's you!
I thought so. You are still alive.
Professor Layton, I've had enough of your running around, flagrantly contravening the flow of my story. As such, I can no longer ignore your meddling.
I cast Animate Object, 8th level.
Professor!
Fuck, this really is Isengard.
I don't know the reference, but okay.
We're taking the hobbits to Isengard.
Oh, that?
Yeah, Isengard is the name of Saruman's tower.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, my boy.
Now to show you what a saber servant is capable of.
Nice! All that the storyteller writes is destined to come true. Your opponent's attacks are no exception. Memorize the storyteller's tale and deflect your opponent's predetermined moves. Enemy knights will appear in accordance with the storyteller's tale. Memorize the order of their attacks and deflect them using the knight's own moves against them. Touch the attack icons. Okay.
I'm afraid your role in the story ends here, Professor. Now, allow me to write the tale of your demise.
Professor, this is why you're supposed to carry a 45.
The knight drew his blade. As the battle came to a close, he raised his blade overhead and delivered the finishing blow.
That is some trash prose.
Drew his blade.
Swing from the right, swing from the left, overhead. Sorry, swing from our, as we look at it, swing from the left, swing from the right, overhead.
What was said again?
The knight went left, right, up.
Well, there's no left, right, up here. There is swing left, swing, jab. There's a slash, a jab, a slam, and a raise.
I think it's in like a clockwise pattern. So like upper left, upper right, lower left, I think. I think that's what it looks like.
Just hit restart for a second. Oh, okay, so we don't get to see the, we don't get to see the animation again. Yeah, that looks about right.
We were wrong completely. The knight drew his blade as the battle came to a close.
He you have to watch the little knight guy.
Raised his blade overhead and delivered the finishing blow. Slash, down, stab, jump. Slash, down, stab, jump.
Well played, Professor. But how will you fare in this tragic tale?
Throws sword at storyteller, impales him, and sends him flying off the edge.
A new knight
stepped in for his fallen comrade. He slashed quickly, delivering 3 blows before finishing the battle with a 3-hit combination attack.
Turn around, down, slash, down, turn around. Turn around, down, slash, down, turnaround, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It was turnaround down.
Get that C rank garbage out of here. Think you worked it out, do you? Let us see if you can predict the ending of this final chapter.
I, Tiny Leighton,
Professor,
will kick
why
your
don't you just
ass.
kill him already?
The final knight drew his sword. As he attacked, he began to vanish into thin air, his movements veiled in the embrace of the shadows.
Okay. Down, spin, stab, slash, down. Down, spin,
Slash.
slash, jab, down, up. Because that's the only one that we didn't see.
Yeah.
Oh! Okay, hold on a second. So reverse those two. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yep. Oh, fuck. Nope, they changed the order. I just memorized the order. Shit. It was... No. I'm just gonna submit garbage here. So each time he does this, it is a different animation. So we can't just memorize the animations he writes. Okay. Okay, here we go. Jab, slash, jab.
Stab, down, stab.
And then mystery. I have to admit, you mind flooded me, Sandry.
Stab, slash, stab, down, jump. Slash, jump. So. No,
Oh,
Can we just use a hint coin?
it'll
Yeah.
say, pay attention to the knight.
yeah. Stab, slash, stab, down, stab, jump.
Okay. Got it.
Excalibur!
The problem was mostly making sure that having memorized it, that I didn't unmemorize it in my own brain.
I solved this puzzle.
Joy of solving
Many
puzzles.
Layton. I can't do that.
Basically, it
bit.
was mostly remembering what I had just said because the image had already left my brain.
Yeah, because also when you said it, you mind flooded me, and I forgot it all. Marvelous. In this case, it would seem that the pin is not stronger than the sword. Boo.
Fucking stab him already.
Professor, behind you!
What is this, Sekiro?
Professor! Professor!
Yet another instance of his PTSD.
Wait. Wait, I know this one. Phoenix, not
no,
Phoenix.
that was
Phantom
close.
Menace.
Yeah.
And
Storyteller,
now, my gun.
I'm afraid that the power of your pen is no longer absolute.
Hey, prick face.
Damn fighters.
You never fail to impress me, Professor Layton.
I just love how Phoenix Wright is struggling in a courtroom. Meanwhile, Professor Layton has gone full anime battle scenes. The story features both of them equally, right? Right?
Just
Well,
tell
I mean,
me
they're
one
sort of
thing.
both doing their usual
What
thing.
exactly are you trying to achieve?
You could say
killing you.
trying to lift the veil that hangs over the town.
If that is indeed the case, the answer lies in the final story.
Well, not really,
This
because you seem to
very
be busy
evening,
not dead.
The great witch Vizela will be tried, and all stories will end. You should take your place in the gallery and observe the final trial.
They are
Permit me, if I
literally
may,
going to burn
ask
your
you a
daughter
question,
alive.
Mr. Storyteller. Why is it that you are here?
What?
Why are you here? Wow, that is
Why are any of us here? Like a fucking existential question there, motherfucker.
I think it's more like, why are you not dead?
Oh, yes, no, I
I
think
mean, I could ask you the same question, jackass.
he's asking that, but like why are you here? That's just a T-pose question? Is to say to a character, like any character in a story, why the fuck are you here?
You too should be watching in the gallery, watching as your twisted story unfolds.
My twisted story? What do you mean by that?
You must surely be aware that your story has already become twisted. Take our arrival in this town, for instance. Not to mention our being here at this very moment. Neither of these things could have happened in the story you wrote. In other words, what I'm saying is that you are no longer the weaver of the tale.
Oh, Sandry, are you learning that the storyteller is somebody else was telling the story?
I mean, I think his name is Shu Takumi.
Oh, back to Dots.
It is as you say. The story I crafted has indeed been twisted out of proportion by someone else's actions. I am not surprised that you realized. It seems nothing passes by those sharp, beady eyes of yours unnoticed.
I will forgive you this once, but just know I do have a 45.
That is exactly why I decided to write the grand finale. To prevent any further distortion.
Do you mean to suggest that by ending the story, you could return this town to its original state?
To its original state, you say? I'm afraid that is not the case. The entire truth behind Labyrinthia is sealed by a single spell. That's right. The final spell.
The final spell, you say, Urameshi.
When that spell is invoked, Labyrinthia's true form will become clear to all.
It's a small suburb outside London.
Luke's here too.
Oh, sorry. What kind of spell is that?
It is a spell that has always been hidden within plain view.
You're still Luke.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know, I'm just making this up. Essentially, the final spell is concealed at the start.
We're in
Pulls up the book.
We're in a time loop. Dots.
Professor, he's talking about the book. The final spell is concealed at the start. The fucking book, Professor! It's the fucking book! No, I'm not saying that. I fucking know, Professor.
Ugh. I thought you two took it upon yourselves to unravel mysteries. Do you not? Do what you will with it.
Very well. Now then, I believe there's just one thing that you may wish to hear from me.
And what would that be?
Firstly, what would you say if I told you that this...
Professor, you said one more thing. Why are you starting with firstly?
Because my one more thing is a set. Firstly,
it's called a compound sentence, child.
What would you say if I told you that this twisting of your story... Did we?
Oh, no, never mind.
This twisting of your story is leading towards a grand finale quite different to the one you had planned.
What do you mean?
I get to be the one with dots now. How's it feel? This evening, you supposedly gave up your life to the Great Witch Bezella, did you not? As a result, the person thought to be Bezella is being tried in court at this very moment. Is Sandry still here, or did we actually lose Sandry?
No, she's.
No.
I think they're still here.
Now, if you
Sorry.
permit me to ask, do you happen to know the name of the accused?
Naturally, I wrote the name myself. There can be no question. It's, of course, the name of the accused is...
Espella Cantabella.
Dots. What are you saying? You mean my Espella is...
Yes, the accused at this evening's trial is none other than Espella Cantabella.
You're kind of fucking stupid, storyteller.
That can't be. That's preposterous. This is your doing. What have you done, Leighton?
You ask me what I've done, Mr. Storyteller. I am but a solver of puzzles and mysteries. I do not concern myself with scheming.
My Espella? Why? How is she the accused?
Perhaps you ought to go and see for yourself, Mr. Storyteller. Do you think it's a good idea
Phoenix in the background is like, shit, no, we're too late. They've thrown her on the fire.
Do you think it's a good idea to just stand around here lamenting your daughter's fate?
What's to be done?
Well, for one thing, sir, you could show up and prove that there's no fucking murder.
Well, Mr. Storyteller, I'll be returning to the court. See you later, nerd. I like to witness the grand finale with my own eyes. As dark and beady as they are, they can see into your soul.
Dots.
Ah, yes.
John, you're giving judge eyes right there.
Ah, yes. Before I leave, there is just one thing I'd like to make clear. Just one more thing, Mr. Storyteller. I do not intend to simply take my place in the gallery and observe the trial. Naturally, there's only one place for me to stand in order to unravel all of these mysteries.
You mean to say that you will stand as the defender?
No, the prosecution.
Unfortunately, the defender's position is already taken. Moreover, Mr. Storyteller, I am the one who knows the truth. The true identity of the Great Witch Bezella, that is.
How? How can you know?
Main character
Do
syndrome.
you not know, dumbass?
There is only one place at which I should stand in order to assert such a fact, and that is not on the side of the defense.
Surely you can't mean...
I anticipate seeing you
I
again,
am a lawyer now.
Mr. Storyteller.
Dots.
Just a reminder,
I really should have hired an editor, thinking back now.
versus Phoenix Wright.
Or at least a beta reader. We've got about
This plot
30
was really
minutes.
amateurish too.
30 minutes is enough to actually get to a place where we can save.
I'm back. I got caught up in
Are
something.
you sure
Welcome
about
back.
that, John? Because at 11 o'clock, if we're not at a save point, I will flip my shit.
I know you will.
And I will leave
Chapter 9,
at
The
11
Last
o'clock
Inquisitor.
exactly.
Okay. Welcome back. You're here to
Not having this
voice your
11:30
character.
shit.
Colin. Colin.
The court is now once again in session. Sorry. However, I must say, I'm quite surprised at this recent turn of events.
It just occurred to me. Colin is now in Phoenix Wright's shoes. He does not know the twist that Leighton has unveiled.
Oh, that's me.
Still you.
To see Miss Kira at the witness stand once again, frankly, I cannot believe my eyes.
It was so hard to not tell you to memorize her voice because I knew she was coming back, by the way.
You were most certainly sent to the flames as a witch.
That's right! I was there, I saw it! She most certainly was.
Then how? How is she still alive?
Is it because she's a witch? Can witches not die?
Guys.
This one's you, Cedric.
No. Before that, I just want to say something. I think we may have a problem. Witches apparently are fireproof, and our solution to witches is fire. We may want to look into the firing squad option. No, she must have used a mirror and vanished just in time.
I say send her straight to the fire. We'll do it ourselves if we have to.
Geniuses! What did you miss about the fireproof? Enough! A witch must be in possession of a Telea Magica in order to use magic. I hate to disappoint you all, but do you see such a thing on a person? I think not.
But she must have. That girl must have used a mirror. Surely you could see that, High Inquisitor.
Your Honor, Demir is a spell to make someone disappear from sight. It cannot make someone vanish entirely. Besides, an investigation conducted by the Knights of the Inquisition has concluded that this girl is not capable of using magic.
Call it.
Listen well. I know, Samantha came in really quick. Sorry. Well, listen well, Miss Kira. Your existence alone jeopardizes the very peace of Labyrinthia. Yet, given the current situation, it is now imperative that you testify to this court regarding what you saw immediately.
Objection!
Yes. That will not be necessary.
Remind me, does Phoenix know that Kira is... Oh, yeah. Never mind.
What?
This girl has already been convicted and tried as a witch in a previous trial. What good could possibly come of her testimony?
Objection!
Shut the fuck up. But she was found hiding at the crime scene. Also, she's alive. I'd say that makes her a very important witness. A witness whose testimony we cannot choose to ignore.
High Inquisitor Darklaw, I'm afraid your objection is overruled.
Your Honor, you seem to be misunderstanding.
Oh,
I
okay,
am the one in... Just take out my wit.
In other words,
Got your tongue?
It's the judge telling Darklaw,
Do
hey,
you
fuck
wish
you.
to proceed, then? Very well. Let us see just how much of a story this girl is willing to tell the court, shall we?
There's no doubt about it. Miss Kira must have escaped through the passage leading under the Chamber of Fire. Although, from the looks of it, the judge doesn't have a clue that the escape route even exists.
Why don't you hurry up and get the hint? I'm dying to take this helmet off already. Top of my head really itches.
Oh, how sad for you. Take that thing off now and we're good as done. Just hang in there for a little while longer.
Aww.
Very well, witness. You may begin your testimony. Explain to the court how you are standing here in court today, and why you are hiding at the crime scene. Your Honor, why she's standing in court today is not relevant to the crime.
I am not familiar with this Kira you keep talking about. I came from the Eldritch Woods. I came to this town to summon forth the fire dragon and kill the storyteller. As it rained, I waited near the bell tower, next to the vigilantes, for my chance. I was only there to carry out my orders. I don't know anything else outside of that.
Well, that just proves that Spella is innocent.
Done and done, Your Honor.
You're Your Honor.
You have Your Honor.
Oh. You came here to kill the storyteller?
Are you? Yes, that was my task.
I don't know why I keep forgetting I'm the judge.
Well then. Keep in mind, this girl was not the one who summoned the fire dragon in the end. That was the accused.
She literally just admitted to it.
As I warned you earlier, there is nothing to be gained from this witch's testimony. This witch who the
Be
Night
quiet, you cat.
Oh, shut up.
How? Now hold on. She was still present at the scene of the crime with the intent to murder the storyteller. The defense insists we be permitted to continue with our cross-examination on these grounds.
I disagree. She's your witness. You don't get to cross-examine her. I do.
Stop pussyfooting around this issue.
Oh, fuck off. You present the witness and now you want to cross-examine her?
That means there has to be something.
Oh, I thought you're just gonna keep this back and forth while I let the dialogue go through.
Cat, got your tongue, Darklaw?
I must admit, I too am extremely interested in hearing what this witness has to say. Defender, you may begin your interrogation.
Let's rock.
As you say.
I don't think we have
Let
any
us rock.
evidence for anything that they said, right? So.
What evidence? I told you everything you want to know.
You say you're not familiar with the name Kira.
Way to get banned.
Yes.
Yes, I never heard it before.
But, I say, that is your name, young lady. Honestly, what witchery is this?
I have no name. I'm simply a resident of the Eldritch Woods. Nothing more.
Elder Witch Woods? Where in blazes is that? Oh, the very same woods said to house the souls of the witches sent to the flames? Are you telling me that they really exist?
No matter how you look at her, the Kira up on the witness stand doesn't look much like a soul to me.
Yeah, she's got legs.
The girl has lost all her memory of ever being a flower seller.
And
at least she no longer remembers her life on her back.
And I would know what a soul looks like because I totally can see ghosts.
That is all.
If that's the case, then I wonder if she even remembers our run-in back at the marketplace. Say, Miss Kira, do you happen to remember me at all?
No. I do not know you. I first saw you just now at the bell tower.
Hold it!
Yes?
Did you just say fire dragon?
Did I stutter? Yes, it was all a part of my orders. I was told to come here this evening and wait for the right moment when the storyteller would appear before the people. Only then was I supposed to shout out the incantation as loudly as possible. O great beast from the inferno, heed my call, Granworm. Sorry, heed my call, Granworm!
Ah!
Dots.
Meanwhile, a dragon appears in the
That's just
courtroom.
like, what the fuck? I believe this bears repeating. The girl does not possess a scepter. It's impossible for her to summon any sort of magical dragon. I think that shout was absolutely on point.
Yes, quite right. High
No, that was. Oh yes, quite right, High Inquisitor.
Then why are you hiding underneath the bench, Your Honor?
Oh, well, yes, well, as I thought, then, she could not have cast the spell.
I believe I have made it perfectly clear that this girl is not the Great Witch Bazilla.
Well, that's Muse to me.
The Great Witch is That girl there, Espella Cantipella. There can be no other.
Hmm.
She's admitted it. Why are we still doing this?
Hold it!
Hold it right there, Miss Kira. You snuck right past the vigilantes.
Oh, yes, that's right. I didn't see anything else.
Yes, that's right. Those were my orders. The girl is a witch. Huh? Therefore, something as simple as vanishing from sight is child's play, as long as she has a Telea Magica. Isn't that right, witness? Yes, that is correct.
Aha! I remember it now. Just a few days ago, this girl used that very vanishing spell, Demir, if memory serves.
Well, what are you gawking at, witness? Continue with your testimony.
What was that just now? I could have sworn I just saw Kira's face turn even paler than normal.
Hold it!
Miss Kira, who exactly gave you your orders?
Your mom last night, right?
I cannot say.
You cannot say.
I am not to disclose the identity of the one who has given me my orders. That in itself is an order.
How convenient.
I am only supposed to carry out my orders, nothing more. I do not know anything else. And besides, there's nothing more that I can really do.
Nothing more she can do.
But hold on just a minute. Surely you're capable of using magic. You are a witch, are you not?
I am not a witch.
You say?
I cannot use magic.
She can't use magic?
Ugh. This girl is a witch. Every person in this courtroom knows that as a matter of fact. There cannot be nary a doubt. She confessed.
Loop.
Looks like much to work with.
I'm throwing a hit coin at this. I do not know what piece of evidence to throw at this, or this could be one of those ones
We
where
have 170 of them, and we're on the last case.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think we can safely throw a hint
this could be like one of those ones where we press one and then we press another and then we press another, right?
Hold it right there, Miss Kira.
Okay, so this is the same.
I think, yeah, we've heard this. Wait a second. There's something not right about this testimony. It's just a hunch, but what should I do?
I guess we have to press further.
Why didn't you let us do that last time?
Miss Kira.
Sometimes this one is in the era where sometimes you got to press and then you got to press it again. The exact same statement. It's annoying and stupid.
Miss Kira, I have one simple question for you.
Yes.
You stated earlier in your testimony that you snuck past the vigilantes guarding the bell tower and went right inside.
Yes.
Tell me, did you use the spell Demir to get by them?
Oh.
Oh, that must certainly be the case. Had she not, she would surely have been spotted.
Objection!
No. But remember what she let slip just a moment or two ago. She denied being a witch and stated that she cannot use magic.
Ah.
Therefore, if that's true, then you, Miss Kira, would not have been able to use Demir at all.
Shit. What a ridiculous argument. The girl is a confessed witch. How else would this girl have been able to walk right into the guard tower?
Ooh, Kitty, want a treat? I have a better idea. How about we have the witness herself explain it to you?
Phoenix, you are doing a great job this game. What?
What do you say, Miss Kira?
I am not a witch.
Huh?
And I cannot use magic.
So then, exactly how were you able to ascend the bell tower without...
She's lying, you old fool!
Witness, amend your testimony this instant. Oh.
Darkle's just like... Dude, have you never heard of lying under oath?
What's going on?
She
There's
lied
gotta be
under oath before, like 3
There's-
cases ago. What the fuck is this?
There's gotta be another way she got into that bell tower unseen. But other than magic, I have no idea what that could be. How in the hell is she able to override my blue text?
That's a new line.
I was wearing the robe of invisibility, so no one was able to see me there.
Robe of invisibility, you say?
Yes, it had some flour on it.
Objection!
Check this shit out. There was, in fact, a robe dropped and left at the crime scene tonight.
Colin.
A robe? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get to
Kira.
the next testimony so we can save and leave.
That
Yeah.
robe of invisibility that you mentioned earlier wouldn't happen to be this one right here, would it?
How ludicrous. You're trying to tell the court that is the robe of invisibility.
But I can see it.
It's really a robe of invisibility. Then how can we see it right now? Dirty white spots and all.
Ah! I just kind of got a point there.
Oh, hey. What if the robe actually disappears when you wear it? Give it here, Nick. Watch you wonder as Maya the Magnificent disappears before your very eyes.
Isn't that Mystic Maya?
So, are you amazed yet?
No.
I mean, yes, but
Yeah, I'm amazed at how totally ridiculous you look in that.
Hey, what gives? This thing must be busted or something. It didn't disappear at all.
Well, that's not it.
That was
No.
no. The no was her.
Huh?
Her.
tonight at the bell tower, I was wearing that robe.
What? What did you say?
What you say?
Thank you. I'm so glad I'm not the only one who had that immediately go through their head.
Order. I said order. But how is that possible? The rope did not disappear at all just now.
That's because of the white powder on it. It's not usually that dirty.
Oh, you mean these spots here? Please don't tell me it's the...
Oh yeah, Pat had to unload a bag of flour under those nights, remember?
Not to mention it was still raining when we were up there. The flour must have gotten nice and wet, so it stained the robe. Say, what if we try washing the flour off?
That's quite impossible. There is a small water fountain at the edge.
Of the
Head there
square.
right now and wash the robe, so we can quickly get to the bottom of this.
Quickly now.
Darkblood's just like, what the fuck is going on here?
Oh, what's the matter? Does Kitty want to scratch?
Alright, this shouldn't be too hard. Take note, Nix. This is how you do laundry. See?
Oh, well, fuck. This thing is gonna come out pink. I just know it.
See, all you do is throw the robe into the water like so.
Where'd the rope
Splash.
go?
Wait,
It's
what?
gone.
So, do you see anything, Maya?
That's just it. I don't see a thing. It's disappeared.
What?
She vanished the robe of vanishing.
I frantically took a close look at the water in the fountain. The robe had actually vanished without a trace, right there inside the fountain.
There goes your evidence.
Well, shit.
Defender.
Yeah, this seems like a place.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
just trying to decide if I want to overwrite this save file. I will overwrite this save file. Okay.
All right. I will catch you guys next week for the thrilling conclusion, I hope.
Oh, I am pretty sure it's two. I am pretty sure it's at least 2 sessions.
God in
It's a-
heaven. More
it's
than
a-
3 hours left? What the fuck?
It's adorable you think that this is going to be that quick.
This isn't as bad as the one game I'm actually looking forward to. That game had a really bad final trial.
This is pretty fucking bad. Holy shit. Actually, no, this one hasn't really had like the bullshit twist yet, so I'm not actually mad yet.
Oh, you have no idea what's
I
waiting
said
for
yet.
you.
I did say yet.
Be
Like-
prepared for both a Phoenix Wright twist and a Professor Layton twist.
Oh
But
boy.
like seriously, the like that trial, whatever the fuck that trial was right before this, the alchemist and gold trial.
Yeah.
That one really just said to me, we feel locked into the five trial format, and so even though since we have all of this extra data storage, we should just fill it with a bigger trial instead of having multiple fucking stories.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is your opportunity to tell a more complex story, but they're like, nope, 5 trials.
Mm-hmm.
People expect 5 trials. We're going to give them 5 trials, and if we've doubled the amount of space, we'll double the amount of trial in it.
Mm.
This, I'll put some trial in your trials so you
I
can
mean-
trial while you trial.
I mean, the first trial of Phoenix Wright Chronicles definitely was that. And I consider it a part of the 3DS era because it originally was a 3DS game, just repackaged for PC for us.
I mean, honestly, those games in general tended to kind of be like, okay, we've come to a conclusion, and that means it's time for the twist. Like, in general, the story was at least usually decent, but like the one, I'll grant you, the most egregious one was the first one, where there was just an entire digression that was unnecessary instead of being like, let's have the twist and reveal who the real culprit was. Because the tutorial trial in the first Chronicles game, like that was just a straight up just filler episode.
It was because it was especially because they just killed her in the first trial of the second game and never did any fucking thing with her
I don't
character.
just mean that. I mean that the whole stake thing. Like, that was just
that
a filler
too.
episode in the trial.
The only thing the first trial established long term for the story is that there was something going on in the background, but like the stake was like this whole like section of the trial we didn't need, and like doing something with Asa Een would have been like greatly appreciated because that would have been an interesting character to bring back.
Agreed, but like, set that aside. Just in terms of how, like I was saying, like, all of those cases tended to have like, cool, we've come to the obvious conclusion. Now it's time for the surprise twist. That one, instead of having just the surprise twist where we find out, no, this is who really did it, or we just had the surprise twist of the hour you just spent on tracking down this crime had nothing to do with the case.
Do you think they made that first? Okay, I know we're talking about a different game here, but I want to talk about ask this now. Do you think they made that first trial extra long because they knew the second trial, the second chapter, was just an investigation chapter?
Maybe, but like, the thing is that, I mean, honestly, in some ways, it's sort of the same thing with the second one, like, where it felt like just egregious, like it felt like we just had this sort of aside. I don't remember it being quite as disgustingly like, what the fuck. Like, most of the stuff flowed. Again, I really do just think that one in particular, it was just the degree to which they were flippant about it. That they were just like, here, we've just wasted like an hour of your game time on an aside. Like it wasn't even like it wasn't even linear to the story. Like Phoenix Wright is really more like a visual novel than like a video game because it's sort of a linear story. You know, you've got to pick like the correct option every time, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I played point and click adventure games. Like yeah.
but the point is that yeah, but in the same sense where there's really not a lot of player agency because there's a correct answer every time. Like there isn't decision making to be done.
Mm-hmm.
But usually it's linear. Like usually there's or you'll go on a path, find it's the wrong path, go back and go the other way. You don't just have this diversion where you have a complete side story just contained within it. And like that first case, that section, I hadn't really thought about it until Jello commented on it, just how much it was completely unnecessary. Like it wasn't even an interesting red herring. It was just unnecessary. It was just filler. It was just to pad out the runtime, and that's bad. Look, I enjoyed the Chronicles games mostly. They're wacky as fuck.
It would have been worth it if that whole smuggling ring came up later in the game. Then like, that would have been worth it.
True, but then it would. True, but like that's the thing is, it didn't. It really didn't.
No, it didn't.
Like that whole.
It didn't come up
in that respect. The whole first trial didn't really come up again, basically.
Yeah, it didn't come up. It sort of did. Like it was the underlying tale that there's something like fucky going on between Japan and Europe, right? Like
yeah, but honestly, I could have lived with the first trial not having a lot to do with it. After all, the first trial doesn't always set up the plot for the game.
Yeah.
Like,
if more was done with Asain, I would have been happier with that. And if more was done with that smuggling ring, I would have been happier with that. And I'm going to be honest, it technically was, but it was all entirely in the background because I think at one point, Herlock Sholmes just went, and that smuggling ring we all ran into, right? Remember that?
Vaguely, but like it never paid off. It was just padding, and like I don't like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, it is 10:59, so I'm gonna get out of here. I will probably go do some WoW stuff in a little bit after I wind down or whatever. Catch you later.
See ya.
All right. Bye.
And we are.
Thank you for joining.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be finishing this off next week, but like I'm pretty sure it's going to be 2 sessions.
More than likely. By the way, thank you for watching, and tune in for the next time.
You know what? You can say that. I am going to say to my chat, see you later, nerds.
Bye.